What's up people, this is Albert Aldridge of albertaldridgefitness.com and welcome to day one of my lean bulk series. And if you don't know what this is going to be, I'm attempting to do daily uploads, recording all my workouts of every week of this lean bulk. I'm aiming to be lean bulking for the next 2 to 3 years, and my aim is to get 140 kilos on the bench press, 180 kilos on squats, and 220 kilos on the deadlift, and that is for a very comfortable one rep max, so something hopefully that I could probably rep out for say 3 reps or something like that. And I'm going to document all my progress, so show you my current physique. I'm going to show you a physique update every Monday, so it'll be in this video so you can see how my physique progresses. I'm starting off at 71 kilos and I don't know where I'm going to get to in regards to weight, but I'm going to be putting on weight very slowly, aiming for around 1 to 2 pounds at the most a month. But my main aim is increasing my performance in my running and also in my strength in the bench press, squat and deadlift. But with this workout, first of all, I would like to be able to put this lean bulk program into an ebook for you guys to be able to follow, but that is a long-term goal, and my main focus at the moment is producing videos every day so you guys can follow along and also learn something in the process from me, as I am an online personal trainer. I started off this workout with bench press, as you've seen, 3 sets. I start off with a PR set, so see how many reps I can do as an AMRAP set with the first set of the first exercise. So I did 75 kilos and I only got 5 repetitions, and that I think is because I did lose around 7 pounds, 6 to 7 pounds whilst I was away on holiday, which is a big weight loss. I will have lost a bit of muscle mass there, and usually I can do 75 for at least 8 to 10, but again, this is the start of a lean bulk, so hopefully that number will go up. And then what I do, because I'm aiming for between 6 to 8 reps, what I do with, as you've seen at the end of that set and for the second and third set, I do rest pause until I get to 8 reps. So I think with that first set I did 5 and then 2 and then 1, and then the second set I think I did 5, 2 and 1 again. And then after that, the exercises, the weights I've used will be on the screen and also in the description. But I did incline dumbbell press, flat dumbbell fly, incline hammer strength machine, cable fly, side lateral raises, and then I did tricep rope overhead extensions, tricep rope push down, and then calf raises to finish off, because I want to bring up my calves as well as my lower abs and ab development in general. But the reason I did side laterals, even though this is a chest and tricep session, and this is a tip for any YouTubers, is that sometimes it can take me a little while, maybe like 1 to 2 minutes to be able to set up a good camera angle. So if I know that I'm losing the intensity in my workout, if it's taking a bit of a while to set up my camera, I just do a set of side lateral raises or something like that, because I want to bring up my side delts obviously to get that width, but that means I can keep my workout intense at the same time. Anyway, moving on to the main topic of this video, how to train like a bodybuilder. The main aim of my lean bulk is to get as big as possible naturally, as well as strong as possible, and also improving my running. There are a few YouTubers that I follow that have done series in the past which have been called how big can you get naturally without using steroids, and that's kind of a similar approach about how I want to do it. So with bodybuilders, their main aim obviously is to get as big as possible, and strength isn't so much, but they do get stronger in the process. But in order to be and look to train like a bodybuilder and look like a bodybuilder, you need to follow a power building routine like my lean bulk program. So at the start of every workout, I do a compound lift for 3 sets in the structure that I talked about for my bench press at the start of this video. So first set is an AMRAP, and then the second and third set are aiming for a certain amount of repetitions, and I vary the repetitions between 6 and 8 reps and 10 to 12 reps with the squat, bench and deadlift at the start of every workout. I tend to do bench press slightly higher repetitions because I suffer a little bit from tennis elbow in my left elbow due to a goalkeeping injury previously, but squats and deadlifts I go a little bit heavier. Now, as a bodybuilder, you need good mind to muscle connection and time under tension. So after these 3 sets of the compound lift, which are slightly more focused on building power rather than form, obviously you maintain relatively good form, but you're focusing on pushing the weight up as much as you can and as fast as you can. Then after that, I do a 75-minute hypertrophy accessory workout, focusing on squeezing the muscle and really building up, tearing down the muscle fibers and increasing the size, if that makes sense. So what I'm talking about with mind to muscle connection is that you have the concentric and eccentric part of any exercise. So say with a bicep curl, well, let's take my push session today. So with, say, a cable fly, the concentric is when you bring the cables down and you bring the elbows towards the midline of the body, and then the eccentric is as you're lowering the weight and you're feeling the stretch in the muscle. They are the two most important bits. And also what I'm thinking about is squeezing at the top of every movement. So with a chest exercise, I'm keeping my shoulder blades retracted and bringing my elbows in and really squeezing my chest. So I don't want to use any anterior deltoid, and bring my shoulders forward. So I don't bring any shoulders into the movement. I just want to use my chest to move the weight, so I know I'm tearing down the muscle fibers here. So that is mind to muscle connection, feeling the targeted muscle actually performing the exercise and shifting the weight and shifting the load. But time under tension is making sure that you don't lock out. So with any kind of strength exercise, it's all right to lock out at the top, not completely with a bench press, but when you're moving on to hypertrophy and accessory stuff, it's, say with an incline dumbbell press, you're coming all the way up just before you lock out, so just before the arm is fully extended, so you don't put any tension onto the joint. Just before, bring it back down, feel the stretch, and then up again. So you're keeping the tension all the time on the pectoral muscles, so you're tearing down these muscle fibers. And when you're trying to build muscle, going for hypertrophy to look like a bodybuilder, it's important that you maintain good form and use little momentum. I'm not saying no momentum, little momentum is fine. So for example, if you're doing, say, a bicep curl, keeping your elbows by your sides, bringing them up and down, fully lengthening the arm at the bottom and making sure you don't use any swinging from the hips to get the weight up. But towards the end of the set, as you're getting tired, it's okay to do a little bit of a swing just to get the weight up, as the eccentric part of the movement is where you are strongest, and that therefore you'll be able to progressively overload and be able to take your body beyond, a little bit beyond failure, because you're using a little bit of momentum. Therefore that will go into increased muscle hypertrophy. But try and not lose form too much. With all the sets you do in your hypertrophy workouts, push your sets to failure, and in any of your workouts, any of your sets, push your sets to failure, because your body needs to adapt to a stimuli. So if you're someone at the moment who goes into the gym and does their sets half-heartedly, so say you get to 12 reps, you stop and say, well, I could have done another 3 reps, then you're not getting the most out of your training. What you need to be doing is pushing your sets to failure, so you're at the point where the next repetition won't be good form, and you won't be able to push the weight up with good form, if that makes sense. So with a dumbbell press, you're pushing, and then on the next repetition, you're really struggling to push the weight up, and the only way to get the weight up is to break form, but you don't break form. You stop there because you don't want to obviously put yourself at risk of injury. And that is the necessary stress your muscle needs in order to adapt and have good stimuli. What you should do as a bodybuilder as well is vary your rep ranges, the exercises you do, the ranges of motion, so you can vary that up a little bit, just so your body doesn't adapt to it. So try a certain, say, number of exercises, a certain order of exercises for the first 4 weeks, and then change it up just a little bit. It doesn't need to be loads. And You could try different training techniques, intensity techniques, such as drop sets. So you do one weight to failure, and drop the weight and then do it again. You could do supersets, you can do reverse pyramid. There are so many different ones. I can go over them in other videos. And finally, vary between free weights and machine exercises, because free weights you'll be able to work on your stability muscles, but also with machines you'll be able to isolate the targeted muscle group a bit more. But I hope you really did enjoy this video, guys. If you did, make sure you leave a like. I hope you enjoyed it. Share this with anyone, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. It's time to make the best version of you. Capiche?